So today I will actually just be introducing to you major force indicator. Now this particular indicator is meant specially for boom and crash market to actually catch spikes crazily on the boom and crash market. So on boom it will be buying and on crash it will be selling. So we'll actually just be explaining all the rules as to how to go into the trade and how to leave the trade. That's where to place our TP and where to place our stop loss level also. So I will just be explaining all the rules as regards how this indicator actually works. So just make sure you watch from beginning to the end. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we'll actually just be checking out major force indicator, right? So just before we go on, remember I have other free robots and indicators that you can actually just use to mine for the market crazily, and they are all going out completely for free. You are not paying a dime for any of them, just like that. I also have free live signals running 24 hours on this YouTube channel, just like that. So just before we go on, remember to hit the subscription button if you are actually new to this channel, and also remember to hit the like button and also the notification bell. Now this particular indicator will drop into the website immediately as this video hits 5,000 views and a minimum likes of 500. So immediately as this video hits 5,000 views and a minimum likes of 500, this indicator should actually upload into the website automatically, just like that, and it's going out completely for free. The link to my website is actually just down below, and the link to my Telegram channel is also just down below. So let's check it out, guys. So what we actually have in here is actually major force indicator. Now the thing is this, guys, just try to understand exactly how this indicator actually works. Now the first thing I need to do on this particular spot is to actually just show you the installation process. Now, like I said already, this particular indicator will drop into the website immediately as the video hits 5,000 views and a minimum likes of 500. So after that, you just simply download it. When you are downloading it, you should have downloaded it as a zip format, right? It should be in a zip format. Now after that, you can unzip that file using any unzipping application like your WinRAR or any unzipping application of your choice. You just have to unzip it. Now after unzipping the file, now just copy that file, go under files under your MetaTrader 5, go under files under your MetaTrader 5, click on it, and then go under open data folder, right? Now you click on open data folder, it should actually pop up something like that. Now you just need to go to your MQL5. Now you click on your MQL5 and then you paste that indicator under your indicators here. You simply just paste it under your indicators there, and you can then close your MT5 and start your MT5 up again, and it should just be there, so that you can just simply go under your insert, go under your indicators, and you can just you go under your insert under your indicators here, and you can just simply install it just like that. So yeah, so that's just how this particular stuff actually goes. So this is it, guys. I will just be showing you exactly how this particular indicator actually works. Now first of all, you can notice that this just formed. Now the very first thing we actually have to note here is this: we're actually using a time frame of 5. So we're using a 5 minutes time frame for this particular indicator. Now the first rule, you got it already, is actually it has to be on a 5 minutes time frame. Now you can use this on boom 1000, on crash 1000, on boom 500, and on crash 500. So you can basically install it on any of them just like that. But just for video sake, I'll be explaining, just to reduce time, I'll be explaining using just boom 500, even though I repeat, you can actually use it on both crash 500 and boom 500, crash 1000 and boom 1000. So let's just check it out. Now the first thing apart from your time frame is actually this. Now you make sure you go and then you put a moving average of 35. That's your moving average should be 35. That's your period 35. You can use a shift of 0, and then you use an exponential you just use exponential. So we are just using exponential moving average of 35 in this place. And never forget, guys, always allow modification of signal settings to prevent any form of errors and the rest. Now that's just it. Now as you can see, I'm using a black chart. I would advise you use your background to also be black. That will just make things a lot easier for you and more understandable. So what we actually have in here, first of all, is actually this formation like that. Now what do you have to note first? You actually have to note that when you are using this particular indicator, these lines, these arrows that we are actually having here should be our entry point. Now when we are using them, we're actually calculating the first 3 which are there, and then the major one which is here, which is our red. Now if our red is not here, we can't go on a buy, because on our boom we're actually taking buys, and on our crash we're actually taking sells. Now this is actually how this stuff goes. Now this is a 5 minutes time frame, so what I would advise is to use a normal lot size. That's a normal lot size that can work for your account normally without affecting your account, so that as this stuff spike, this stuff would have spiked up to let's say up to at about this direction, up to about this direction. Most times, if we do, sometimes it can give the whole spike fully like this before this pops up, but most times it gives a half spike and then pushes up again. Now when it's about to push up again, you should actually see a red arrow showing at this spot, a red arrow showing at this spot. That's to tell you that, okay, it's about to keep pushing up, right? Now that's actually it. Now that's just the first thing. The second thing is that it must be above your moving average of 35, right? Your moving average of 35, your exponential. Now it has to be your above the moving average, because we're actually looking at boom and we are trying to catch spikes. So it must be above the moving average to catch spikes. So if it's below the moving average and I get a signal just something like this, I wouldn't be going into this trade. Even though it's giving me the red arrow, the last red arrow as my confirmation, I still wouldn't go into a buy on this trade. Of course it later went up, but that wouldn't be following the rule. So the rule is to actually just relax, wait for it to go above your moving average of 35, and then you check out your area at this spot. Make sure that it's showing your red, because if it's showing just this first 3 arrow or just one of them, it's telling you that the momentum is not enough. That's the force is not enough for it to go up. Remember that the name of this indicator is actually called major force, so it's actually working with the major force of the market. So when the force is great enough, then it pops up the red, right? And that's telling you that it's going to push up. Now of course not all the time that it's going to push up like that. Possibly sometimes it won't give you that kind of information, but then when you see this red like this, you just simply come below this guy. So long as it's still above your moving average or below your moving average, doesn't matter. But when I'm having this stuff like this, I can just simply come below below my red arrow and just simply place my my stop loss there, right? So I can just simply come there to just put my stop loss. So let's just quickly check out some examples now as to how this stuff works. Now first of all, I am seeing that this is actually above my moving average here. It's actually above my moving average, and then it's giving me all the arrows, right? It's giving me all the arrows, including my red arrow there. So I can just simply go into this trade like this. I can simply take this trade and just wait for and place my stop loss just below this guy here. So I can just simply place my stop loss just at about this level here, in such a way that you can see that it actually spiked and then it spiked again at this spot, spiked again nicely at this particular spot. Now immediately as it spikes, I'm out of the trade. I'm not holding for long, because what we are trying to do in this place is not to hold trade for long, it's just to scalp. That's just what we are trying to do. So at this spot it wasn't really smooth, so you can actually see it was actually just so short, but then you can actually take trades on this spot also, but I just prefer when it's actually coming straight from the bottom like this. Let me show you. It was going down. Remember this 5 minutes time frame, so it can easily be going down and easily be going up. So it was actually coming down and suddenly it pushes up above. Now I'm now waiting for a signal, but something like this where it has already, where it's just playing around my moving average, I wouldn't want to go into a trade like this. Now this is actually what I mean. Now this entire spot where I'm actually having it keep moving and keep moving like this, I wouldn't want to go into any trade like this, because anything can happen, and so it's not very safe like that. So I want to go into a trade that was coming from the down, right? That was coming from the down and wants to now go up, right? So immediately as it pushes up like this, then I'm now thinking of as to how I can go into a nice buy there now, so that it actually pushed below at this spot and it gave me my signal below my moving average. So of course I won't go into this trade, but then I will go into this trade at this spot now, because it actually gave me the whole signal, right? So I'm actually having my red arrow underneath it. Now I can simply take in the trade, and you can see it just kept spiking up and spiking up like that. Yeah, it actually gave me another signal again at the spot, right? It actually gave me another signal at this particular spot again, where I'm actually having my red arrow, and then it's actually spiked up just like that. Now how did I say you should place your stop loss? You can place your stop loss just right below your arrow here. just below your arrow here. You can place your stop loss just below your arrow, and that's just it. Now it can hit your stop loss sometimes also, even though I think so far we've not seen any place that it hits a stop loss, but it can hit your stop loss also, right? So you just have to note that also. Now at this spot, we can see it actually pushed up again to at about that spot, and that's just what we're having. Okay, at this spot, it would have hit my stop loss possibly at this spot. It's good that I found a place where it can also hit the stop loss, so you can know that or what we're actually dealing with here can actually also hit your stop loss. So immediately as it hits your stop loss, you are out of the trade. You just look for another signal and you simply go in just like that. So as for your TP, I already told you, immediately as it spikes, let's say at this spot, it gave a signal at this spot after this first spike, and then you went in and then it gave this long spike that is here. You should be out of the market already automatically. Like, you should actually just leave the market yourself. You should just close your trade and you are done, because immediately as you are in profit, you just close and wait for another signal. You can notice if I had closed at this spot and this other signal had popped up, I would still have made a profit at about this particular spot there. So yep, so that's just basically how the stuff goes. And remember, just like I told you, that was exactly what we saw again. Now when I'm seeing that the candles are not moving, they are just in one particular spot, just playing around and keep playing around, I won't want to go into a trade like that. Remember, you have 4 charts to trade on. You have boom 1000, crash onto boom 500, crash 500. So you can easily just wait on one, so that when you're waiting on one, you can be trading another. So that's just how this particular stuff goes. So you can see it was coming from the down here. So this was actually a nice movement. Let me just draw that. It was coming from the down at this spot, and then started going up at this particular spot here. So here I can now start looking for a trade around this spot, so that it actually pushed up. It never gave the red notice at the spot while it was at the top, and at this spot it was below my moving average. At this spot also below, here also below, here also below. But at this spot it actually gave me above my moving average now, so that it's actually giving me my red arrow is actually here, and it's also above my moving average. So what do? I simply go on the buy. You notice how it actually pushed. It actually spiked more at this particular spot, and we would have been out of the trade with a nice smooth profit, just like that. So I don't like my video being too long, so I guess I've been able to show you this particular stuff. So that's just how this particular stuff goes, guys. So I was able to show you how major force indicator actually works. So you just have to go with the red arrow there, which is actually the major force of it there. So it actually calculates the force of the force of the market. That's how the market is actually pushing. So when you're actually expecting a spike, then you should actually see your red arrow there. Remember, we just explained it as regards boom 500, not to waste so much time as regards this video. On boom 1, on crash 500 or crash 1000, we'll actually be looking for sales now, so that the red arrow will actually be at the top. So we'll be trying to catch the spikes to the down, just like that. So that's just how this particular stuff goes, guys. Just remember, I have other free robots and indicators that you can actually use to automate your trades just like that, and they are all going out complete for free. And I'll also have free live signals that you can also just use, always running on this YouTube channel, just like that. So you don't forget, just remember to hit the subscription button if you're new to this team, and also hit the like button, so that this video can actually get to a wider audience, and a wider audience can actually benefit from this resource. And also just remember to hit the notification bell, so you don't miss any of the content that I'll be dropping from this channel. So that's just how it goes, guys. It's a bye for me, guys. I'm Mr. P, guys. Peace.